Big Dark, War and Peace by Rob Harper. Chapter 2.
The argument with Paul rages in my head as I enter my office. I hang up my coat and try to figure out why we were fighting. He stopped me from kicking Demas's ass, but he had every right to. Not only was he a cop, but he also knew that Demas would have goons there to protect him, and in the end he saved me from getting mugged or worse by them. So why does it anger me so much that Paul stopped me? Was it that Demas called him by name? Why did Demas know Paul's name anyway? With all these questions, I instinctively go for a bottle of hooch. I look around for a bottle that I haven't drained yet, and I collapse on the couch with thoughts of drowning my sorrows again. Then it hits me. It was alcohol's fault that I failed, not mine. No, that was an excuse. It was my fault. No more drink. That's the way it has to be. I throw the bottle against the wall and it shatters into shards. I'll have to clean that up later. I sit with my head in my hands and try to figure it all out. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Then I get an idea and grab my coat as I rush out the door. I walk towards my local watering hole. It's down a back alley with an unmarked door. I know it's an odd place for me to go after swearing off the bottle, but hey, it's necessary. As I turn down my alley, I swear I see that dame again. Overactive imagination indeed. Or Demas has someone tailing me. He should have chosen someone less obvious. I could pick her out of a crowd in an instant. I feel the security of my steel in its holster. Oh well, we'll see where this leads. So far I have no need for secrecy, and I'm sure I could lose her, if need be. I knock on the unmarked door, and I am immediately let in by the doorman.
Welcome back, Mr. Peace.
The joint is packed with people looking to stay below boards. I make my way through the drinkers towards the bar.
Hey, Dick. Long time no see. What'll it be?
The overweight bartender named Al asks me as he always does. And yes, he calls me Dick too. Paul has made it my official nickname around these parts, unfortunately. Nothing. I quit. Where's Rob?
You sure you don't want a drink?
Positive. Al just laughs and points towards the bank of phones on the back wall. It's Rob's unofficial office, and I should have known he'd be there. I have Rob in my sights. Rob is a shifty little guy who makes it his business to get his nose into everyone else's business. He is on the phone at all times, probably looking for a score.
Look, I can't talk. I'll call you back later.
I hang up the phone he's on and pull him over to a table.
Hey, Dick, where you been? I've been trying to get a hold of you.
You must not have been trying too hard. I've been in my office. I'm not in the mood for small talk. I push him into a chair and grab the one opposite to him. I need some information. He relaxes a bit and leans back in his chair.
Ooh, I thought you were coming for a cash out of you.
Nope, just some information and we'll be even. He looks stunned, but is ready to listen. What do you know about Demas? The calm demeanor of Rob evaporates at the mention of Demas. Everyone knows who Demas is, but no one ever dares ask questions about him. He runs this city. Hell, he probably owns the speakeasy.
You better not be talking about the Demas I think you're talking about. Just mentioning his name could get you killed, or worse.
You're a snitch, Rob. Give me the info now. Rob is a spineless snitch at heart, and I know he'll tell me what I need to know to get rid of his debt to me. Rob leans closer and is suddenly worried someone might overhear us.
Okay. Demas has his hands in everything. Hell, I even heard he causes darkness.
Go on. I know this much already.
Well, what exactly do you want to know?
Just tell me where he can be found. I don't want to know about his penthouse downtown. I mean, where I can get to see him up close.
Why would you want that?
Rob instinctively moves away from me. Just answer the question. I look right into the snitch's beady little eyes.
Okay. He's been known to work his shady deals out of the old school on 4th instead of his penthouse. I try there.
Rob seems to relax after telling me, as if a great burden has been taken off him. I was never talking to you about this. I walk away from the table, leaving the little man a lot shaken.
Chapter 3.
I head back to my office trying to figure out what I'm going to do if I do find Demas, without his usual army of goons. I open my office door and the telephone rings. I pick it up and the voice from my nightmare drifts over the line.
Hello, Peace.
Demas, you son of a...
Now, Peace, don't interrupt. I think you'll be very interested in what I have to say. A friend of yours yours has been, how shall we put it, supplying me with information.
I instantly think of Rob. That snitch would sell his mother out.
This friend of yours is no longer useful to us, so as a favor to you, I've had him eliminated. No need to thank me. Your friendship is enough. Oh, by the way, Peace, could you please inform Paul's superiors that he won't be coming in today, or ever for that matter?
I can hear the smirk on the other end of the line.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Demas hangs up with a laugh, and I feel my stomach drop. It can't be Paul. Demas is lying. No way Paul would sell me out. Just as these thoughts race through my mind, the bay window in front of my desk crashes into 1,000 shards as a body-shaped sack is thrown through it. I only take a scared glance at the body as I run to the shattered window, but thankfully it's still covered. I draw my pistol and pop my head quickly out the window, but see no one on the street below. I try not to think of how Demas had a body thrown through a second-story window. I reholster my weapon and slowly make my way back to the body, which is now lying haphazardly across my desk. I start to reach for the cover that conceals the body from me. I know it can't be Paul. At least that's what I keep saying to myself. My hand touches the sheet and I start to pull it back when the door is suddenly smashed open. I draw my pistol and I'm about to fire when the most beautiful woman I have ever seen rushes into the room. The thought that I've always imagined getting killed by a beautiful woman crosses my mind as I yell out to this new intruder. Who the hell are you?
My name is Angela Ward. I'm here to help.
I'm a bit stunned and continue to keep her at the business end of my gun. Who? What kind of name is that?
I wouldn't talk, Mr. Peace. At least mine is a pseudonym.
She smirks and looks at me sideways.
Who is that?
I'm honestly at my wit's end, but at least she isn't packing heat from what I can see, so I lower my weapon and look again at the body. I still don't know who you are or why you're here, but this is more important right now. I pull the cover off the corpse's face to reveal the badly beaten visage of Rob. My first gut feeling was right, thankfully. But what about what Demas said about Paul?
You know him?
Yeah, he is. Well, he was my snitch. I drop the sheet back over his face and reach for the phone. I keep my pistol at my side just in case this woman tries something. I have to call the cops. I need to talk to them, not only for the body, but to try and talk to Paul.
No, my group will handle this.
Group? What group?
I work for someone who's been on Demas's tail for a long time.
I instantly think of some sort of Fed. Cryptic, aren't we? Lucky for you, I don't care. I need to speak to someone. I dial the first few numbers, but she stops me.
Detective Eastman won't be there. Demas has him.
I almost drop the receiver. I holster my gun and start to grab my hat and overcoat.
I have some questions for you. Peace, aren't you listening?
I can't help but think of how much I would like to meet a dame like this, but now is not the time. I don't have time for this. I'm almost at the door and she grabs my arm.
Peace, you must tell me. What happened on Sunday?
My eyes widen at the question, but the surprise quickly turns to anger. I pull my arm out of her grip and start to head down the stairs.
We're not done here. I need some more information from you.
I don't care what you need. Demas is my best friend, and I intend to get him back. Don't forget to lock up when you leave. I exit my building and rush in the direction of the school Rob told me about. I know it's probably a trap, but I need to get Paul back, or at least find out where he is.
To be continued.